I welcome you again to this episode of our favorite business show, the Vanguard Business Life. This today is the fourth day of the last month of the year. I will get back to that dating, but let's see what we can bring across to you that's very important for every businessman, especially the SME category businesses at a time like this. And I think the major development it has to do with palliatives. You know, we've been in the season of palliative in the past 5 months or so, since so many policy decisions have turned the operating environment to be near hostile. And even individuals, everybody is struggling for one palliative or the other. And there was this very important palliative that was announced then far back as June. And this is December, and people are worried. We consider it as one of the most palliative because of the impact, overall impact on the economy. And that is the Presidential Conditional Grant Program and the Presidential Palliative Loan Program. Both are targeted at businesses, especially small scale businesses, the micro, small, and medium enterprises. And 4 or 5 months down the line, nobody has seen anything along that. In fact, as of last week, the various member business organizations, including the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, have voiced out their protest that what's going on. What has happened to this money is about 150 billion naira promised by the federal government to go to this segment of our economy. Very important segment of the economy. But we are glad to say that we now have information from the ministry, the ministry that is handling the program, the Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry. Yes, the minister herself, Dr. Doris Ozoka Anita, made a pronouncement yesterday in respect to that. And the information we have is that they are really working at it and looking into what could be the problem that had delayed both information and execution. All this while I could see that there is going to be a lot of bureaucracy because of the entities that are handling the program. Okay, before we talk about disbursement, but they say that they are set for disbursement. The agencies include, of course, the Federal Ministry of Industries, Trade and Investment, which is the coordinating entity. Then we have the various state governments will be involved. Of course, the SMEDAN at the federal levels, the SMEDAN Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency, that's an arm of the presidency. And then we have the minister, the legislator, the banks, a whole lot of people. Of course, you could see that putting these people together is going to create a whole lot of challenge. Even though, yes, on a positive note, it will kind of give wider consultation, wider position and reach of the disbursement. But then it will also throw in some politicking and some interest, challenges, because once you involve the legislators and the politicians, interests will come into play in the mix. Probably it may end up mixing up the results we are going to have. But having said that, I just also give us the hints on what to expect. For the smallest of the group of beneficiaries, we have call them the nano businesses. That is the smallest unit of business venture, a one-man business, corner shop there. That they should expect about 50,000 naira, and I know that it's going to come under the Presidential Conditional Grant Program. Okay, grant means that they don't have to repair the facility or the money, 50,000 naira at the maximum, and then the beneficiaries are expected to provide their identities, which will include their BVN, their local government, identities and all that. The details will emerge very soon. And it's going to cover at almost equal basis the 774 local governments of the federation, not a small program. It's a widespread, national widespread program. Then we have the major ones, the presidential palliative loan program. This is now a loan that has to be repaid and is going to the micro, small, medium enterprises and even large scale manufacturers. For the MSMEs, the maximum amount to expect by each business is about 1 million naira. And then for the manufacturers in the higher categories, they could get up to 1 billion naira. Then the policy is also talking about the repayment terms for the MSMEs that get up to 1 million naira. You are required to pay within 3 years, 1 to 3 years, at the interest rate of 9%. Of course, that is, at 9%, you cannot get that anywhere in any lending arrangement. And then for the bigger businesses, the repayment period is for between 3 to 5 years. 3 years for those asking for working capital, and 5 years for those asking for investment in machineries and equipment. Interest rate remains at 9%. We'll get you more information, more details as they roll out their information and their plan in the days ahead. Until then, stay tuned with Vanguard platforms.